2. The first three terms of an arithmetic progression, AP, are x plus 1, 4x minus 2, and 6x minus 3 respectively. If the last term is 18, find the A, value of x, B, the sum of the terms of the progression. So, let's move on to the solution. First three terms of an arithmetic progression, AP, are x plus 1, 4x minus 2, 6x minus 3, and the last term is 18. So this, first of all, this is an arithmetic progression, which means it has a common difference. What this means is, if you subtract this from this, you get the same answer as subtracting this from this. So this can be written as 4x minus 2 minus x plus 1. When you subtract this from this, should be equal to 6x minus 3. That's subtracting this from this. 4x minus 2. Because this is an arithmetic progression, we are expecting to have the same answer, hence this relation. So now we expand to remove brackets. So we have 4x minus 2. Then negative 1 times x is negative x. And negative 1 times positive 1 is negative 1. Because negative times positive is negative. It's equal to 6x minus 3 minus 4x. Negative times negative is positive, so plus 2. Now we group like terms here in the left hand side. So we have 4x minus x minus 2 minus 1. We do the same thing for the right hand side. We have 6x minus 4x minus 3 plus 2. Okay, so 4x minus x is 3x. Then negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. Should be equal to 6x minus 4x is 2x. And negative 3 plus 2 should be equal to negative 1. Then now we group the like terms here too. So 3x, this is positive 2x. When it crosses the negative sign, 2x will cross, and then negative 3 will also cross. So when 2x crosses the negative sign, we have minus 2x minus 1. Negative 3 will cross the equal to sign, so we have plus 3. 3x minus 2x, we have x equal to negative 1 plus 3, we have 2. So our x is equal to 2. Now we know that our first term is x plus 1. So let me write our terms. These are terms again. X plus 1, 4x minus 2, 6x minus 3, and our last term, 18. But we know x is equal to 2. So our first term becomes x plus 1. but x is equal to 2. So 2 plus 1, which is equal to 3. So our first term is 3. We know our second term is 4x minus 2, but x is equal to 2. So we have 4 times 2 minus 2, which is equal to 8 minus 2, which is equal to 6. So our second term should be 6. Then we know our third term is 6x minus 3, but x is equal to 2. So we have 6 times 2 minus 3, which is equal to 6 times 2 is 12 minus 3. 12 minus 3 is 9. So our third term is 9, which gives us this progression. So now we have 3, 6, 9 to 18. Now we need to find our common difference. Like I said, when we subtract the first term from the second term, our answer should be equal to when we subtract our second term from our third term, and hence the name common difference. So the difference should be common. We know that 6 minus 3 should be equal to 9 minus 6, which is equal to 3. So we know when we subtract 3 from 6, 3. And when we subtract 6 from 9, we get 3. So yes, we get the same difference. So our common difference is 3. Good. So let's look at the question. Find the value of xi, and we have the value of x. So now find the sum of terms of the progression. That's b, 2b. So let's move on to find the sum of the terms. So we have a formula for finding the number of terms for an arithmetic progression, and it's Sn is equal to n over 2 into bracket a plus l, where a is our first term, and we already know our first term, and l is our last term. So we know our last term as well, but what we don't know is our n. n is our number of terms. We don't know the number of terms, but we know our last term is 18. So we find the number of terms, as in how many terms do we need to get to 18. And there's a formula for finding the nth term. The nth term, un, is a plus n minus 1 times d. And a is our first term, d is our deviation or common difference, and then un is the term we are finding. So in this case, you are finding the number of terms for the 18th term. So, the 18th term. So 18 should be equal to our first term from here. From here, we know our first term is 3. So first term will be 3 plus, we don't know n, n minus 1. And our common difference is 3. So expanding to remove brackets, 18 is equal to 3 plus 3 multiplies this, and at the same time multiplies this. So when 3 multiplies n, we have 3n minus 3 multiplying 1, we have 3. So 18 should be equal to 3n plus 3 minus 3. Now we know 3 minus 3 is 0, so they cancel out. Our 18 should be equal to 3n. So to get n, we divide both sides by 3. So 3n divided by 3, 18 divided by 3. 3 cancels 3. Our n should be equal to 18 divided by 3 is 6. So we have 6 terms. So we add the common difference to the first term. We do it 6 times to get 18. So 3, our first term is 3. We add 3, we get our second term. Then we add 3 to the second term. Then we get our third term. We do it 6 times. So that's what this means. So to find the sum, now we know our n. So we move back to the formula. Sn is equal to n over 2a plus l. We know all our terms now, so we just fix in the values. Sn should be equal to 6 over 2, and then our a, which is our first term, is 3, and our last term, which is 18, sorry. So xn should be equal to 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 plus 18 should be 21. Yeah. And Sn should be equal to 63. So the sum of our terms should be 63. So that will be it for the question 2.